started. Alright then, let's see. Last time the group decided that they wanted, that as they were traveling, they heard about the air domain and wanted to go check out the dungeon here, which they did. On the way, they fought two dust murrets, I think it was pronounced. Mephites.
And
you met the.
And if I recall correctly, what's his name? Madman Joe got an egg. Which why are we supposed to do with that nowadays?
I will inform you in a bit. I got it planned out a bit. Madman Joe got an egg. He was possibly going to use that either hatchet or ingredient or just kill it or something. Not sure what he was going to do.
By the way, Philip Kunha.
Yeah, he's the new player.
He's called Philip on Roll20.
Yeah, he's on now.
I will send him a link. And then, actually this fits up correctly because I'm doing it. Ah! Damn, that was loud. Okay, and then... Hello, Philip? 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 Your mic is muted. I'm just gonna... Ah! What the freak?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great.
We
For
were...
some reason, I put the microphone one on the earphones one.
Okay, yeah. We were just doing a recap and just starting. And, let's see, recap. After you did the Dust Murfits, or whatever they're called, Madman Joe got an egg, you met the Air Guardian of the Air Domain, and it gave you a quest, well, asked you to get an item from the dungeon you're currently in, a magical item which you don't know specifically information about. That's true for one thing. Then you enter the dungeon from here. You did not explore the upper area. You went straight down and fought 6 skeletons, I believe it was. Got somewhat injured. Moved over to your current location. Fought a zombie minotaur and 4 more skeletons. And I believe that's an entire recap. Oh yeah, another thing. I do like a lot of role playing. That is something I wanted to add. Role playing is life. And I believe that's everything. What? Alright then. Since Philip is here, we can introduce his character in a moment, but Madman Joe quickly turns to the entire group, lays down, drops stuff he just collected from this dungeon, which should be several axes and other stuff. I don't.
Some stuff.
Okay.
A few swords, a shield, something like that.
He does not have that. Let's see. He also drops... He doesn't drop anything else other than stuff he gathered here. He turns to the group saying, I have to go, and then just bolts and just leaves.
Well, if he ever comes back, you can just have him run back and say, I'm back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. He had to go do something real quick because of reasons, and he's not longer joining us for the foreseeable future. So if he ever does just join us back, his character's he just needs to update it to current standard.
We may never see him again.
We may never.
Like that.
I may actually just add him in as an NPC, though. Either way, you guys have just gone through a battle. You gathered. Did anybody gather up the stuff and put it in their equipment?
I'm still unconscious.
And so is Yord. And it's currently about a little after 11 a.m. in the morning. game for the game.
I have 1236.
No, in the game for your group.
On the game. It's morning in the game.
Yeah, not for
In
us.
RP.
RP. Yeah, for the group. In this group in the game. Yeah, it's a little after 11 for them. So how do you guys want to do it? Because you have two guys who were just stabilized, not going to bleed to death. One lich. Oh, that is something for Angelic. I actually found out about his character.
And what might that be?
Do you know that negative energy burst you do? From your negative energy conduit effect?
Uh-huh.
I actually found out that you actually have a every time you use it, if you ever use it, you must make a fortitude save at dusk.
Alright.
Otherwise, you will take negative levels.
We totally need a healer, but none of us are healers. At least in traditional sense, anyway.
Yeah, the Lich and Angelic can heal each other. Although Angelic has a drawback if he uses it too much. Also, do you remember... Angelic, this is actually something I found out. Did you know that you're actually vulnerable to holy damage?
Yes, I did.
I didn't. I thought it was just positive. I didn't even know holy damage was a thing.
Because I'm pretty sure I can't use like the bandages that everyone else uses.
I believe that's positive. Because yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Okay, so you guys want to take a short rest?
So what do we have as in classes? Because we obviously, if we're going to continue on, those that are not drawing negative energy, going to need some form of healing. We're not going to make
the new guy actually does have healing abilities.
Very little ones, but still.
He does have them.
Yeah, like cure minors. If they're 1 hit points, that's not healing.
No, he has. He's using Scholar, the class you showed me.
Right now, it's 1 heal point, but later on, maybe I'll be able to develop better ones. And I'm actually a potion crafter, so maybe...
The problem we have is
information, by the way, but still.
you don't have time to wait until you're a much higher level. The party is suffering as it is right now.
He can cast second level spells, so he can use Cure.
Just mentioned Cure Minor is the only thing he can pull right now.
Don't you have Cure Light? He has Cure Light Wounds and Cure Major Wounds. You should be able to cast those.
Cure Moderate, you mean?
Cure Moderate, that's it.
I'll look over it. I have here the list of spells. I'll look over it right now. Because after creating the character, me and the GM, we didn't have much time to look over the spells because there are a lot of them.
No, if I have to switch out a character to bring in a cleric or something because we need a cleric, I don't have a problem working with that. It's just, the problem we have is we have 2 people who can slapstick each other with negative energy and heal them, but there are other people here that can't do that, and we're the ones that are unconscious right now, and we'll be that way for quite a long time.
Yeah, he does have...
Until level 2, right?
You actually can use Cure Moderate Wounds and Cure Light Wounds.
Yeah, I can use Cure Moderate.
Oh, that's one thing we forgot to do. We didn't set up your spells.
Saying we didn't have time to do that.
We can just...
how many of each are they?
Okay, you get 15 0. I already stated in your spell section how many you have. So just state you all have all healing spells for now. Let's just default it to that until we actually get it at a later date.
Does he have spontaneous casting?
15 is almost... 15 is almost all the level 0 ones, basically.
Want to do it 15 Mystic... Want to do 15 Mystic Missile?
Yeah. Yeah, that one kind of sucks. Let's admit it.
It's a D3
And,
damage, and it's a
that's difficult.
guaranteed hit.
Yeah, it's good for someone who's already been in battle. Like, if they already punched the guy, and I really want to give that last blow, it's a good cast for that actually.
Yeah, it is. It's
'Cause
guaranteed
it's
hit.
Guaranteed to hit.
Unless they have some ability that allows them to dodge, which is
You're
rare.
talking about magic missile?
He has Mystic Missile.
Mystic missile is not guaranteed to hit. Magic missile is.
Oh, Mystic Missile doesn't?
Mystic missile is a ranged touch attack.
Oh, never mind.
Even worse. Oh gosh.
It's not. It's level 0, so
Yeah, I don't have much of attacking powers.
just default your magic to healing spells, since that's more. Since you mostly do
Yeah,
melee.
That's more what of they need. I
Yeah.
need healing spells and the water spell. That's basically what I need right now.
So let's go. Let's do. All your spells are going to be in healing or creating water.
Yeah. Continuing your roleplay.
Okay, so he's not going to be introduced for a bit, so you guys can't rely on him, but he will be your healer from now on. Do you want to do a little
Yeah.
bit of short rest?
Kinda.
Want to do a little bit of short rest?
Well, if I can be left to sleep for 8 hours, I'll heal naturally, but that's not exactly a short rest.
You can wait 1 hour and do the hit dice rolling we talked about.
Okay, how does that work?
Between long rests, you can do any number of short rests, but you only get so much hit dice you can roll during short rests.
Okay.
The hit dice you roll is equal to the number of the number you can roll is equal to the number of hit dice you actually have.
Okay, so do I add my Constitution modifier or level or anything like that?
You add Constitution.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. However, you only I think you would gain a certain number of hit dice for short rests during long rests. Mike, you have what, 2 hit dice you can roll?
Yep. So I just rolled 13 hit points I gained after an hour of rest.
I think you add Constitution per roll.
Okay, so another 3.
Yeah, so you gain 16 after an hour rest. Your body magic surges through your body, invigorating your body to heal extraordinary rates. However, this has exhausted your abilities. I'll also probably be a little bit more dramatic than I need to be because I want to add.
That's fine.
I'm doing my long rest here.
You want to wait 8 hours. You can't do that. You only can long rest so often.
I'm doing my short rest to get my healing.
Alright, short rest you can do, not long rest. You have alright, you're a fighter.
I need to add 3 more to that. It's 29.
You have 3 Constitution.
I'll make 20 hit points.
Holy shit, you have 3 Constitution. You have... Again, your body sends adrenaline rapidly through your body. Much like Natai, you get a surge of energy, rapidly closing the wounds that just injured you, but you've exhausted your supply until you do a long rest. During long rests... Alright, you only gain so many back during long rests, and that would be equal to half your level rounded down.
Wait, so can I heal?
Anyone can heal using this method. You just roll your hit dice. For you, since you're a lich, you don't have Constitution, so you just roll your D12s. You do not have to use all your hit dice. You can save them for a later date.
I'll just use 1 for now.
Just roll a D12. You can choose to add more if you need to. Like in case you roll 1. You rolled a 9. Add 9 health. Mystical energy surrounds the lich for a moment before his wounds start to close. Well, actually, you won't have your wounds. You're a skeleton. You just feel invigorated. Okay. An hour passes before you start to hear something coming from here.
Não tenho aqui.
What?
O que o sério tem. O Yuri está.
Alright, I go first, since... Alright, I guess we're all going.
You do hear something happening over here, and you do still see the small blood trail along the ground you're walking.
Alright, I stop over here. And
You go.
I'm gonna carefully peek through.
I stand.
Do you want to go through the door? Who goes through the door first?
Well, I'm trying to carefully
I go.
shoving his
Yeah,
way past
I
me and
go
going.
first. I act as the distraction. You guys stay back. You guys stay back. Get a hit in if it's hostile.
You don't know if it's hostile.
It's hostile.
Okay, the Lich, Amon, as soon as he goes through, he immediately notices two people trying to stab each other out in the middle of the place. Just with small daggers, just trying to stab each other. They both look vaguely similar to each other, and they were wearing garb such as animal fur, not really wearing any types of armor you guys would recognize. They're hooded, so you can't really see their faces, other than they do seem human as far as you can tell, but they may be an elf.
It just occurred to me that as the Lich, I wouldn't be out of place in a dungeon like this, would I?
They're actually looking at... Well, actually, you're disguised.
Oh, right, I'm still disguised?
Yeah.
Only when... Alright,
Yeah,
you get my disguise, my aura of fear is active, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to assume by default, unless you state otherwise, your disguise is up. It's like you just cover yourself up enough that you don't seem unusual.
Oh, okay.
They do turn to you and look at you for a moment before just keeping an eye on you and resuming the stabbing that they're making. They seem to want to kill each other. What do you want to do?
I step through the door and sleep on the two of them. Will save.
DC 12 will save. Give me a moment. Have to check what.
Let me see what I have.
Okay,
Tell
both
me.
of them. Let me.
I roll Arcana to see if there's anything magical happening.
D20. First off, I'm going to do sleep. How does sleep effect go through?
They take a will save, and if they fail, then they pass out.
15 and an 18.
So it was a spell-like ability, so it wasn't. They didn't exactly see me cast a spell either. I just kind of concentrated and looked at them for a second.
But they do take a moment to see, like, they're blinking their eyes, taking a pause in their fighting, to wondering what had just happened. And they're also, even if you did cast it as a spell, they probably would not have noticed.
Okay.
But that does count for your times, both two attempts.
Sure.
They do spend a...
Arcana to analyze them, see what's going, see whether there's anything.
Arcana, you can
Magic
certainly make it. Oh yeah, when you make any kind of knowledge check, I am basing the knowledge you get from your roll based on what your character's background and what they would likely encounter and have knowledge of. So stuff like
Yeah, I used to be a mage in the school, right?
yes, you would have actually a vast amount of knowledge at your disposal. So even a low roll would likely encounter something.
All right, rolling.
Roll your knowledge check. 11. You critically failed that.
I have no idea what is going on.
You actually look at it. You don't see anything magical happening. You don't see anything magical at all.
Well, at least it wasn't my health.
If it was health, that was better than your health roll. Yor creeps up and covers the group from the rear, not wanting to give it the indication that there's more of us. Actually, Natai's blocking the doorway, and these two guys are truly trying to kill each other. They don't notice, other than these two.
Am I able to sense their motives?
Their motives are trying to kill each other. Although one of them does...
No, he means why are they trying to kill each other?
Both of them get a lunge out to try and stab each other, and both miss horribly.
I'm going to attempt the diplomacy check when I have a turn.
What?
I want to attempt the diplomacy check when I have another turn.
There's no actual turn system. Just go for it. I'm just doing it in order.
I'll talk and try to be like, well, why are you guys fighting?
This man has stolen something from me. The top one states. The bottom one states, this is our duel to figure out who gets the item, not who stole it, you idiot. This is an honor man's duel. Please stay out of it. They're both turning to look at you while talking.
Okay.
That's it? They're also looking at you and who are you and what are you doing here? They're a little concerned while also keeping eyes on each other to make sure they know what they're
We're
doing.
explorers. Curious about the same thing about you.
Explorers? We're criminals, actually. Both of us. The top one says.
Any bounties out for you? Are you wanted men?
They both just look back and forth for a moment and look, no? They just hesitantly say this. I don't believe we're that well known yet. We're relatively young. You can definitely tell these people are not
So you're an
old.
amateur.
They're just young criminals likely just encountered.
Why don't you join forces instead of fighting?
We have our reasons. And they back off a bit because they're a little bit scared. You can definitely tell that they do not like you.
Hmm.
Then again,
Are there any more in the group? Or is it just the two of you?
they're not speaking.
Hmm.
We will continue this after we find out who is the winner of our duel.
No, that's fine. One less of you we have to kill.
When you say that, they actually turn back to you and state. They both look at each other saying, maybe we should kill them first. Or maybe we should leave.
I look at them and say, "Don't mind my companion. He's a little bloodthirsty. You know how ogres are. If you wish to find a different place to fight, there, feel free. I will make sure he doesn't bother you."
We're more con men than actual criminals. We don't steal, we don't kill, we more just steal or survive. Although, aren't ogres from the monster continent? I mean, what the freak is that continent called?
Lotai?
He talks
No,
with...
not the name of your character, the name of the continent.
Lotai.
Blanta. Actually, aren't you from Blanta? Aren't you supposed to be in Blanta, or are you one of the orgs out here that roam these
Yes,
lands?
They're con men, right?
Yeah, they're con men.
I walk a bit closer.
They're not very good con men then.
Just to make sure, this isn't a Philip's character. Philip's characters aren't one of these. Are
You
they?
don't know that. There's no way. They may be both of them, or one of them, or neither. Although if you kill both, I'll tell you.
Okay, you know what? Let them kill each other. Go ahead.
They're currently actually taking another step back, away from the group, and looking about maybe to run. You guys have been somewhat hostile to them.
I've been somewhat hostile.
Well, the ogre has, and he's pretty imposing, and these guys do not look like they're pretty tough, especially when he has a bastard sword. So,
not to mention a giant axe on his back.
I casually stroll over to the door.
yeah, they're terrified, and they're like having they're just looking like they might run because of the fucking ogre.
Pull out my sword and my whetstone and push my sword.
I must warn you. Stores around here. Unless you feel confident with taking them on with those tiny weapons,
They immediately...
you might as well finish.
Okay, with your suggestion, the fact that there's monsters, they actually start to speak amongst themselves and start whispering to see what they want to do.
Can you make a listen check?
You're welcome to. That role is for me to decide what they're going to do. Okay, I have to make what? A kind of check to counter your listen?
No, you just determine the DC. There's some standard DCs on the back of the Dungeon Master screen, if you have that.
I don't believe I do. Okay, for not Anderlick, because you're through a door, the DC would actually be 25. And for Nata, you hear whispering and muttering, but you don't really catch any singular word, so you can't understand them. They have also switched tongue, but you can't understand. They are not speaking in common. They're actually not speaking in any language you understand.
I'll just stand in front of the door imposingly while sharpening my sword with my whetstone.
I take out since I'm probably still brandishing my scythe, I just lean against the wall and just watch them.
Okay, we will finish our duel. Amon, you don't hear anything either.
Right.
Okay, it said, we will finish our duel before we continue with you. We have to finish this. And then they resume. The first one fails.
Yep.
I'm just gonna be rolling a die until I decide one of them dies. Or they both die. Wait, what's his... I forget. What the fuck is his AC? Oh, that's it. One of them gets a lucky blow off and deals 8 damage. The top one just took an nasty blow with a dagger.
Okay, if this takes too long, I'm gonna do something.
You're welcome to intervene.
I'll do something.
You're welcome to intervene. I'm just gonna be rolling a few times to see if one of them dies or not.
I'm going to cheer for whoever's winning and ask the Lich, I forget your name, if you want to take a bet on who wins.
The bottom one's currently winning! As in the top one just took a nasty blow and he's actually looking pretty injured. What the fuck? How is it so one-sided?
What's over right? In one fluid motion, I brandish my scythe and I hit this guy.
Roll to hit.
Interrupting the combat.
Got it.
And it's also an underman's duel. They did state that like 3 times.
No, come on, let's let him play. I want to see who wins.
He's already done it. You can't stop him. He rolled a hit. Both of them were both doing horrible on the stabby part. Mon, roll your hit. A DC 10 does not hit.
Oh well, I can just say I purposely miss and say, get on with it.
They're both trying to win. They're not just gonna let themselves die. They're looking at you. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? They're starting to wonder who the hell you are. While the top one takes a moment to do it, the bottom one does take a... Damn it, missed that roll. Actually does enough, and sneakily sneaks in a blow, and practically drops him. The top one just drops to the ground in shock from the surprise hit. He's actually bleeding out, but he will die. He'll take about a minute to die. Anything you guys want to say? The bottom one says, "Thank you for this distraction." And he pulls
Out
out.
of curiosity,
Yeah.
what is this item you are fighting over?
He pulls out a crossbow. He just shows it to you. Just a crossbow. I state that
That is what you are trying to fight over?
he points to the one that's dying and states he stated we stated this is the item we were fighting over. I won the duel now. I thank you for the distraction, even though it was a bit unorthodox for an Outer Man's duel between thieves.
I believe you call yourself conman. Since when does honor matter to either of you?
There is an honor among, he states, there is an honor among thieves that no other people do not know of. Before he reaches down and slits the other guy's throat.
That's so ironical. It's like, we have honor, slits throat.
Yeah. He does have honor, it's just an honor you don't really know of. And how did he get through that fight unscratched? Now what do you guys want to
Maybe he
do?
isn't that bad.
The top one both have the exact same stats. Just two guys I just pulled off the screen. It's just two guys I just pulled off the screen, off the little thing. Both had like just random stats I threw together.
Right. Then I say, shall we let him go? I turn to Nota and say, shall we let him go?
Actually, he turns to you and starts.
Can you guess who it is?
Philip, why don't you take over?
I'll say, well, how about he leaves us some loot to let him go.
Philip?
That looks nice.
Are you threatening it?
Sure, why not?
Are you sure you want to do that? Because that might be valuable for you. Why are you under here?
Actually, as the talking is going on, dark energy surges around the lich. Continue.
What searches?
Why are you down here?
Just like a smoke cloud is actually surging around the lich. It's light and it's only around his legs, but it's picking up.
I
What's that?
look down and use my Arcana check to scan it.
You actually know what this already is. You don't need to make a check. You know
Really?
it's
What is it?
Yes, you know it's your dark lord doing something. You'd recognize his dark magic. You gonna wait for it to happen, or is anybody else gonna do anything, or do you want me to just tell you what happens?
Hey, go ahead.
Okay,
I
it's
put my wet away.
what?
I put my whetstone away.
The dark energy surges around Lich's legs and coils around his body, moving up until it coils around one of your arms, and then in your hand it collects and solidifies until something appears. Would you like to identify what it is?
Hang on a sec. Sure.
Okay, fucking hell, I don't know what, one moment, I never set this, I forgot to set this thing up, even though I knew I needed it. Why the fuck?
If
Paste.
this happens, can I continue the chat I had with the orc?
Yeah. go
As
ahead.
you figure out what the item is?
The item turns out to be a band. Just an ordinary band, but you can definitely detect its items, and a note is with it.
I pick up the note and look at it.
It states, "Hey, idiots! I noticed you had a new friend with you. I kinda like him. Why don't you add him to your group? He might be useful to you. Or kill him! I don't really care. But if he does join, give him this item. It may be of use to him. Bye!" Signed, you have his name is written on the note. You guys, only Oman actually knows the guy's name.
Lord Zanros has spoken.
Yeah.
He wishes for us to recruit him.
Actually, it's recruit or just kill the guy. But if you recruit him, give him the item.
Alright? I think it's best we add him to the group. We're kind of short on people. And it was tough to even then. Is that okay, Mr. Natai?
Yeah.
Alright then. I walk over and I give him the band. This is for you. We wish to hire your services.
What are you looking
No,
for?
We intend to cause a bit of chaos, I would say, by the order of my master.
Well, I could tell by your behavior. I could tell by your behavior that you were not normal. And you could lose the disguise, for I know you are a lynch.
Actually, you wouldn't be able to identify that.
Well, I am magical and I can see invisible things. Should I roll for that first?
You can. How can you see invisible?
Cast.
What?
And also I have knowledge about arcane, remember?
You would have to roll. He's currently disguised. You cannot see through his disguise unless you make a spot check.
Should I do that? Roll the spot check?
Do you want to make a spot check? You can make a spot check. Just go on to
How do I do
down.
that?
Yeah, just go to your skills. Go for spot all the way down the right of that road. There should be a little button you click. It will just roll spot for you.
Well, I see spot, but I can't click it.
You don't click spot itself. You go to the end of the row.
Oh yeah.
You definitely notice something is off about this person, but you cannot identify he's a lich.
Okay. So continuing, are you looking for something in this dungeon in
yeah.
particular?
Not really. We are currently exploring and searching in case there are any items or artifact of help to us.
Well, I could pretty much help you find anything valuable or magic, but I have my price.
Do you? Oh yeah, you haven't handed him the band.
This
That
is
worked
a
for
magical
gold.
item from my master. It will help with your talents, whatever they may be.
For now, that will be enough. I'll think about it. I'll help you for now.
Do you take the band?
I take the band.
Okay.
Should I roll
It automatically flows knowledge into your brain. You already know what everything there is currently about it, but you will notice that there's information locked away, and it will unlock itself as you level up. You know this
What
is
do I know about the band?
okay. It's called the Band of Knowledge. I don't know if I spelled this right. I'm pretty sure that's how you span Band of Knowledge. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Bane? Bane?
I don't know how to spell ban. How do you spell ban?
I think... Is that it? Is that it?
It's supposed to be band, like a... I don't know.
As on a rubber band?
Something you put around your arm.
B-A-N-D.
That's it. B-A-N-D. That's the one I'm looking for. Band of Knowledge. So this would be the correct name. Thank you, Mike. It has a number of charges equal to your half your level rounded down. Well, there it is. That's how many charges you can to use its abilities. That's what it does. And what it does is, whenever you make a knowledge check of any kind, you may spend a charge from this thing to re-roll.
Does it have half the character's level?
Yeah. For you, the current thing is you have 6 charges.
Okay. That's actually useful.
There's no limit to how many times you can re-roll. So if you can spend all 6 charges on a single knowledge check if you wish.
That's really cool for my character.
Especially since he is a knowledgeable person. Literally, I just
Yeah.
thought up to this in like 5 seconds.
That's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, no one actually used. You would be actually the first person in this group to actually really use your item, except for Angelic.
Wait,
Okay, so
forgot what. Wait.
You may substitute. For Mon, your item allows you to substitute charges in place of spell slots.
Right.
Let's see.
I
For
think I should be spend my spells.
you. Yeah, that's fire. Also, something else I did remember. Kalek, on your ammo, your charges for your explosive arrows, I did not actually state this because I forgot. The your explosive arrows do fire damage, and they have initial damage of normal to your arrow.
All right.
Yeah, then they have initial normal damage, and they explode to do fire damage of equivalent. I forgot to state this earlier, and I just remembered to state it. Okay, so what does the group want to do now? You just recruited a con man.
We could finish exploring the rest of the dungeon.
Its dungeon is actually pretty. This dungeon was recruited for, does pretty decently big, but you do also have a little thing of a little blood trail leading down here, which you do know to be from the something that was injured by what you suspect to be the zombie minotaur.
All right. Let's follow it.
You still can't see. You're not close enough. As you enter that area, boom! You see 3 dead people.
All right. Let's check them.
The first one over. Wrong thing. The first one over here seems to has robes, a staff, and seems to be a mage, and is a human, based on what you can tell.
can I do an action?
What action? The middle one. Let me state what they are. The first one. There seems to be a human mage. Is this one? The middle one seems to be a dwarf, based on what you can tell, and has an axe, one with a steel shield and heavier armor, and seems to be a warrior, frontline warrior, based on what you can tell. The last one over here is an elf, seems to has a bow and arrow, a quiver, and lighter armor.
The first thing my character would do is look at the compass.
The compass tells you nothing magical in this area, but it does point off over this way, off to your left of the map.
I bet everyone is like, wait, why is he looking at the compass?
North is actually up, as best as what I can tell. Yeah, up. I'm just gonna go with that.
So I suppose we're wanting to go through this door then.
You can go through the door. I thought people were going to look through the 3 corpses, which you do notice to be several days old.
Can I, since this guy is a mage and I'm a potion crafter and a magical man, can I look over him and see if he has anything of value?
Go ahead, do a little search check. What's the search check for?
I'm starting to search the bodies.
Which one?
I'll start with this one.
Okay, you're searching along with Philip. Philip, roll me a search check as well.
I'm
All right.
having.
Then I search the last one.
You're going to search the elf.
I'm having.
I'll search the middle
Oh
one then.
wait, I don't know why I can't find the word search. I'm on equipment.
Yeah, it's all under skills. Okay, you're searching the dwarf. Okay, I will go down the list, And start with the mage first. Okay, 25 and a 20. First off, for Nata, you find a staff and robes, and you find a roll me a d4. I don't know why I closed this. You find 3 potions on him.
Okay.
Are there any specific potions?
You roll me a 3d100s, and you'll find and you will have to identify them, but I will have them noted down. As for Philip, you don't actually find anything different. Although you do find a book and quiver with some spells written in them, but nothing you don't already know.
I only take 3 potions from that, right? So there's any magic in it, because my compass didn't find in it. So it's probably broken.
Yeah. Actually, magical. It's just a magical book. It doesn't. It's not magic itself. It just has magic spells written in it.
The stuff probably is broken.
The potions. Oh wait, they give off magic, don't they? Yeah, your compass is pointing at the pointing at the potions.
Okay, I'll check what the potions are in a little bit. I'll let them see the bodies first. The other bodies.
Alright,
I'm currently noting down the potions you got. Let's see. That one. Oh yeah. One thing about it is, Mike, you would oftentimes look up creatures during battles, right?
Yeah.
You asking me if I can?
Please, I would ask you if you do not do that.
Okay.
Oh, you mean look up creatures on the internet?
Yeah. It gives you outside knowledge
Too much
and
work. Yeah, that's meta knowledge, and also it's a lot of work. I'm really lazy.
Mike does it, and he'd get information. Okay. Yeah, I got the 3 spells. If you try and identify them, I will tell you. As for the dwarf, let's see. The only one person looked through it, and is Anderlick. You can definitely tell he has a axe and a steel shield plus heavier armor, but I do not have the exact armor right now. It would definitely be the dwarf. Yes, has heavy armor.
Then yeah, it won't mean anything to me.
Maybe it's something else. Somebody else. It is specifically, he has a light steel shield, and he has a half plate armor. As for Amon, what you find is an elf full of a quiver of arrows, a bow and arrow, and some medical and a small healer's kit that seems to be mostly almost completely gone. Also, the elf is female. I forgot to mention that. Seems
so they were fighting
Seems they tried to fight the zombie minotaur and lost, and retreated here to try and heal, but died. You can definitely see two dead skeletons around the room, indicating they tried to kill the skeletons when they retreated, but failed.
Alright. What about that door over there?
You want to?
Alright.
I'm checking out the door. I'm not a rogue, though. Is there a rogue in the party?
I mean, yeah.
Oh wait! Philip, he has trap finding. And so does Anderlick, I believe. Wait, nobody gonna take the dwarven stuff?
No, it's too...
I only really need the potions.
Okay, not that I took the potions.
Maybe the rope, but the rope was...
Yeah, I've got the potions and the staff and the robe. The staff and the robe are not magical, then?
The staff just looks like a magical, it looks like an arcane focus based on what you know of magic, and the robe just looks like clothing to you.
So the staff and the robe magical?
The robe does not seem magical, but the staff is a arcane focus, which you can't use. It
So is
seems
Sam in the roll magic then?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
The staff did seem like it had magic at one point, but it seems to have lost it.
Should I roll perception to know what the potions are?
You would need to be You would have to have knowledge of potions, and you would need to make a praise check, I think.
The spellcraft
Oh,
check,
I have
DC
good praise.
25 to determine the spell and the potion.
Okay, brace check.
No, spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Do I have that?
Yes, you should have that.
I may not have any ranks in it, but it may be a
Craft?
skill that you can have.
No, I
have
believe
potion,
only
alchemy craft.
only someone who has magical abilities can do spellcraft checks.
I have it.
You cannot identify
I have
any of the.
magical abilities too.
You cannot identify any of the potions.
So I'll just have.
But you can determine there's magic in them.
He does the roll on it. It's not just as a bulk. So he samples each one. Is how that works.
All right then. So I'm gonna go with the 9 you tried to sample but did not get.
So should I roll again?
2 more times if you want to try all of them.
Okay.
Quick question. Did anyone take the ghost stuff?
You get the same results. You know they're magical potions and they should do some benefit, but you cannot tell what it is.
Okay.
But your friend, you have 2 more people in your group who know about magic who can make checks.
Alright.
Oh, that's done.
So,
But
shall I do this?
since I have potion craft, shouldn't I be able to know it too?
You actually, the DC is lower because you are familiar with potions, so it's only a 20 for you, but for everyone else it's 25.
Well, I rolled 25.
Oh, there's
You've
no-
rolled. That's an appraise check. You need to make a
Yeah, I
spellcraft.
should roll. I don't have spellcraft. I only have potion craft.
All the way at the
Is there an
bottom.
actual one called spellcraft?
All the way at the bottom of your skill list.
In the S's.
Yes, it should be right near the bottom. It should. You have a plus 11 to your spellcraft. So you need to make only a 10. No, 9, and you can actually get.
Dang it.
The first one, you look at it and you do have some knowledge. Let me check what it was. You do realize it's some kind of healing potion, but you cannot identify the exact one. You don't know if it's a powerful one or it's a minor one. You don't know, but you do know it's healing of some kind.
Are they all the same?
No, you can identify all 3 potions are different. They all have different colors. Do you
I'll
want?
take that one and.
Nope. Currently,
I'll
Natai has
get
all
some
3.
my-
All 3 go to Natai.
Oh.
Unless he gives you it, I cannot do anything.
Well, I mean, he's looking at it, so I assume he's holding it in his hand at least.
Oh, right. Would you want to make 2 more spellcraft checks? You have 2 more tries.
Yes.
I'll do it. Wait a second.
Oh yeah. Who's going to take the healing potion?
I'll take the healing potion and drink it right now.
Yeah, it's best if these guys are the ones who take the healing potion. It's not gonna work for me anyway.
I think we can use the.
Okay, the second one you can easily identify. Okay, I'll get to those 2 checks and you can identify what they are. But Nata, you're taking the healing potion?
I drink it.
Okay. Let's
So what does he need to roll?
roll me a D8.
What was that?
Roll me a D8.
1D.
1D8.
Any plus?
Nope.
Is it plus 3 then? Or
Nope.
Plus 1?
1D8, that's it.
No?
Just roll me a 1D8.
Weird.
Did a cure light wound potion?
Plus 1. You get 6 health.
Just a die plus 1.
Yep, just 1. Just 6 health you get.
Woohoo!
It's still something, so that's 1 potion gone. Now, the potion checks you made for Philip, he immediately can identify the second potion to be a potion of mage armor.
Nice.
Where did I have that?
And the third one?
The third one, a potion of bark skin +2. So both are
And
the.
who has the second?
Thing to use.
The armor one? Who's got the potions? I don't remember.
You currently have them in your hands.
I've got it. I don't need the armor.
I need the armor one, to be honest.
Alright, I'll give that
All
to
right.
you.
Give me armor.
I have no armor. And I have awful attack. I'm only like a magical support character, you know what I mean?
You actually, the bark skin will only work if you actually have an existing natural armor.
Mage armor?
No, bark skin.
No, bark skin just gives you natural armor class bonus.
Everyone has natural armor. Everyone has natural armor bonus 0.
Oh, right.
Oh wait.
So you have a mage armor.
I have natural armor.
The mage armor you.
Level 1 at Lich.
Okay, so yeah, you have a bark skin of +2 natural armor and a mage armor potion of +4.
I'd like to have a skin potion though.
Bark skin goes to Natai then. Who's taking the mage armor?
I do have natural armor. Natural
I'll give
armor.
a potion to whoever it was they said they don't have armor.
That would be the new guy.
The thief one.
Yeah, give that to the new guy.
So
Oh,
I
by
have
the
a
way,
potion
can I
of
open the
mage
door?
armor.
Okay, so Natai has the bark skin
What's that?
potion. It gives you +2 natural armor. And for Philip, he has the mage armor potion, which taken will give him +4 to armor. Am I correct?
For like a
Yeah, +4 is the mage armor.
Yeah, so add it in your equipment, a +4.
It'll last for 1 hour.
yeah. Okay, let's put on the single-use items. Potion of mage armor. Try not to forget that.
Got it.
By the way, guys, I've been like all this way until here. I'm always behind you, and I'm actually a thief, a conman thief with daggers, and I'm always behind you.
He's a ranged fighter mostly, or a dagger close-up fighter. He's not that much of a fighter, actually.
You're more of a lot.
I'm more of like a weak assassin. Either I kill you instantly or I run away.
He also does have magical abilities, which he's put all his spell slots into healing.
So let's go check out this door.
Please open the door then. You open? That's what you see. You don't see anything of note. And the moment you step through, you see an empty room. But you do see shuffling around, and you do see a lot, and I do mean a lot of dust around here. This room has not been touched in a very long time. You can even see a small cobwebs in the upper corners.
I'll bravely open the next door.
You don't see anything. Except for a chest.
Ooh.
You do also see cobwebs are covering this room. Cobwebs are covering this room greatly. Seems spiders like this place.
Wait. We ever get your...
Check for a trap.
wait. What is your name?
Me?
I'll be right back.
You
Yes.
haven't asked me in character, so you guys don't actually know my name yet.
I'm asking you now. In
In
character.
character? My name is Lorenzo Bain. You
Yes.
may call me Laura.
Very well. Laura, if you please.
Laura, please.
How do you
So
pronounce it
there's-
actually? Laura?
Just Laura.
Laura?
Is that just Laura? Or for Lorenzo?
Laura.
Yeah, just Laura.
Oh, Laura.
Is there an actual skill to check traps? Oh, trap finding.
Yeah, you have that.
That?
You and Andrew are the only two in the group who can actually check for traps.
So I have
really?
to roll what? I don't really understand what I have to roll for that because
Do a
it
search
isn't
check,
actually a
which you have
skill.
to do to search for traps.
Yeah, you do. What check does he make for trap finding?
Search.
Search check
Um,
then.
Okay, gonna do that.
Angelic does not find anything, but Lorenzo finds a disabled trapped on the chest. He can identify it is
Or
not.
disabled.
Yeah, it's been disabled and it's not
Is
active.
it locked?
It's not locked. You see, just the latch is completely open, and the trap has been disabled. So someone's been here before, but there is a lot of cobwebs, and you can definitely tell something is happening.
Guys,
I walk over
take
open
your-
the chest.
Yeah, as this is happening, you can definitely tell. All the spiders in the area you've noticed of is starting to gather together, and goes straight for an attack. Roll initiative, everybody. Spiders
Here
are.
we go again.
Please be aware, this is not a big spider. It is just a swarm of spiders. Just a bunch of spiders are pissed.
I keep forgetting that you have negative dexterity.
Add turn. Okay, let's see. I will add you all.
My dexterity isn't negative. It's my initiative that's negative because I took a flaw.
Yord is 13. Lorenzo, what did you get?
I'm 20.
Lorenzo got 6.
Slightly faster. 20.7.
Yeah, the character one I used on the thing is broken, so the one I needed to roll was the one that was 20.7.
Oh, the 20 is your roll. 20.
Got a freaking 1.
Angelic, you got a 16. And Amon, you got a 20. Who has better dexterity? Between.
Faster.
Okay. And now the spider.
Faster than me.
Oh god, my lag. It's 20. It's 11.
Besides not tie, everyone is faster than the damn spider.
There we
There's
go.
a swarm of spiders. It's not just a spider.
No, it's a swarm. There's literally like 50 or so spiders per token I've added. And there's the turn order. You are currently up.
I'm not in the room, right? So I can look in and I can see there's a swarm of spiders.
Yeah.
Burn them! That's what I yell out. My arrows will be useless against a swarm. They don't kill like one little spider.
Okay.
That is true.
Do you think you can make an attack with
They seem pissed though that you're in their
in
domain.
front of you?
I can shoot past him
I don't-
and not be affected by that. I'm not shooting.
The spiders are literally like a 50 or so spiders. A single arrow can only kill one spider. It would take him like 50 shots to kill this thing.
Well, can't he shoot the explosive
Which
arrows or whatever?
means I'm
Explosive
useless.
arrows have a
I'm
10-foot.
useless.
Explosive has a 10-foot radius, which means Lich would, by minimum, get caught.
I'm pretty sure the swarm takes half damage from weapons.
You don't know that. You don't know anything like this.
These are swarms, right?
It's a swarm. That is correct.
It is literally 100 or so spiders just got pissed and started attacking you. Tiny little spiders, like they can fit in your hand, are attacking you.
They need flesh to be effective, don't they?
They what?
They need to attack flesh to be effective, don't they?
Yes.
I'm all bone. I'm literally all bone.
They can bite.
Yes. On bone?
Well, if you feel pain, you can still feel bites. They won't just. They won't pierce you.
You know, the
but still.
spiders and everything else are scavengers. They can rip you to pieces just like anything else is.
Yeah.
So if they have a bite damage plus poison damage, that means that they are actually tearing you apart. But you may be immune to poison.
One problem with that.
A lich is undead.
I don't get affected by poison.
Yeah, poison does not affect the lich, so you're...
Right, but the bite, if it has bite plus poison, then that's different. That means there's bite damage and poison damage. It's two different things.
Okay, but the lit... Yord, you gonna do anything?
I said I wasn't doing anything because I'm... And again, no one knows about my magic weapon. I have not said it. I have not used it. So for people to tell me how to use my weapon, they don't know about.
True, but you do have your... Oh wait, you don't want to use your special arrows I gave you.
Alright.
Alright
And
then.
it's a magic box, and it was for my pistol, not for my crossbow.
It's any ammo actually. It can be for your crossbow.
Well, earlier when you told me it was for my ammo box, was for my pistol.
It's
So-
literally, it creates the ammo type of shot you want when you create it. So if it creates a crossbow bolt, it can create a crossbow bolt. It can create for your secret weapon. It can create for a normal bow. Any kind of... Anything that requires
Okay.
ranged ammo, it can create the ammo type for.
All right. Well,
I guess I wasn't
only
cl-
for my pistol. That's all I took it as when you mentioned it.
I should have been more clear. It's for any type of ranged weapon it can be used for.
Okay. Well, because the explosive damage would affect the lich just as well and the chest, I'm not doing it.
So,
I'm just gonna end your turn then.
it's
The lich is... Come on, go.
one question. How do spells that affect single target the swarm?
What? If it's...
How do spells that affect a single target deal with the swarm?
If it affects like a single target, you have 50 spiders. It's gonna affect one. No.
Swarms have a lot of resistance to normal single shot magic.
If you're trying to do like mine altering effects, don't even try it. If it affects only a single target, it won't work.
Remember, I only have necromancy spells. Inflict minor wound, touch of fatigue, disrupt undead, which I've completely forgot. Life drain and cause fear. That's about it.
You can just tank the damage then while everyone else does magic attacks.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna cast my life drain.
Life drain. Does it state it does a single target?
Range 25. One standard action, instantaneous. Tainted soul stuff that harms the target, draining it for 1d4 hit points per caster level. So that would be 2d4s. Since I am a level 2 necroblade, right?
I don't know how caster levels work. Ask Mike.
The caster level is the class level of the class, right?
Should be, yeah. It says otherwise.
So it should be my Tainted Ray. If the ray is big, the ray is 25 plus 5 feet per 2 levels. Feet.
Just do
Yeah.
something. You have only so much time I'm going to give you before I just skip your turn.
Okay. Roll. This thing isn't.
You got your
The
action?
macro isn't working.
What are you doing?
I'm casting the spell.
You have to,
I think
what spell you using?
yeah, this thing is set to magic missile.
don't. I've never gotten around to working the macros. Just read the spell yourself and just roll for it manually. Magic missile, you would do just attack.
I just did actually.
Okay, magic
I just
missile.
did actually. Now you need to roll a fortitude save to half this damage.
Oh God, fortitude. Can these things even do fortitude? Yes, they can apparently. 1d20 plus that. It does an 8. 8 does not save it. It just
Yeah,
took
I'm healing.
6 damage. No, you used magic missile.
I don't have magic missile.
What'd you just use?
I used life drain.
Okay. You killed a bunch of spiders. It's like a bunch of them energy just flowed from the spiders into your being. You just got 6 health.
Right.
You can definitely see a lot of them died, but there's still a bunch left. Enough that they still threaten you.
Oh, and I should be able to move, so this time I move ahead.
They get a... The
out.
reach is literally 0. They cannot make an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
The reach is so low they cannot make attacks of opportunity.
What do you expect? There are a swarm of spiders, not one huge.
Okay, Angelic, your turn.
Alright, so I'm... No, Ty, how much health do you have?
You should be at
I'm
full.
at full health, 20.
Alright, because, do you mind if I activate my conduit blast in front of you? That way I can hit both of them.
Technically, you could stand on the chest. You could stand right where the
Oh, I
chest
can get
is.
on the-
Yeah, there's nothing staying. It takes up
Okay.
only like half the space. You definitely would, but you would be flat-footed. So if they try and attack, you would have less. They'd be easier to hit. So you're gonna activate your ability. When night times come, you're gonna have to make a fortitude save.
Yeah, I know.
Flat-footed doesn't matter with the anyway.
So roll damage, because I don't think
Yep,
there's any
I am.
save. You are abusing this ability like crazy.
Like a boss.
So it does 4 damage then to everything within.
1d4. You did add Constitution, right?
Yeah, you.
1d4 plus Constitution modifier. What's your
What's this
Constitution?
Constitution modifier?
It's 2. So it does 4 damage.
Oh, okay.
The swarm above you just seems to scatter because there's not enough to do anything. The other one is still going strong. But looks pissed.
Alright. Okay.
And I suppose that's the end.
Lorenzo!
Well, I have very precise weapons, which means I could kill any of those spiders if I chose them. But since they are still like 20 spiders, I couldn't do anything.
There's more like
My
30.
roll.
About 30 spiders you can probably
I
count.
would have to shoot like 30 arrows.
Yeah.
Because I'm more of an arrow and dagger guy. What? How can I kill spiders with a dagger? You know?
They're basically going to do nothing unless you unless you have some other means to attack. You could do prepare. I guess you just skip your turn.
Wait a second.
Please remind me you do have to make that save.
Death stare.
Okay, you stare at the spiders. They're unaffected. They don't even pay attention to you.
That's just a funny way to skip my turn.
It's generally that speaking,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Now the spider's turn.
Yep. Angelic, I've also added to your other area that for the save.
Oh, how many times
just-
have I used it, by the way?
I don't think you used it last time, so I'm just gonna go with
Alright.
this is your first time.
Alright.
The spider's
Tell me
turn.
when to make the save then, and I'll Roll for it.
The spider moves directly on top of you and tries to bite.
So that's a man on top of a chest under a spider.
He's in the same space. He's right next to a chest. He can't really dodge. And now the spider's trying to bite him. It's literally trying to.
Spiders do other swarms.
Does a 19 hit?
My AC is 17, so yes.
Oh wait, strength, does that come into account? What's your AC?
My AC is 17 at the moment.
Yeah, it hit. You are immune to poison, though. Because you're half demon, you're immune to poison, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So you only take the standard damage of 1!
Which is 1.
Oh god!
Bamboozled again.
No, the
So-
ogre just punches the spiders to death.
No. Whatever you do.
And that's the spider's turn. Not die, how do you want to do this? If you're trying to use a spell on it, you're likely to hit your ally. Unless it's...
Getting out of this room.
What? You can have...
25 foot speed or move, and I got nothing better to do, so I use my axe to ready it in case I see any bigger spiders. But that's it.
You don't see any bigger spiders in the area. You do see, though, beginning... But when you do run out, you do see a beginning of another swarm up above.
Uh-oh.
You might want to help him. I'll deal with the spiders on Enderley.
You do see,
I'll
though...
yell back, there's more spiders in here. We should get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
But I got nothing to fight these spiders with.
You have,
Why would your spells, dude?
his,
What's your spells?
his spells are more support as a ogre mage right now.
I don't have any area effect spells.
Yeah.
Alright.
But you do see
But if I
it's...
keep this up, I'm going to be feeling it later.
Although you do see this is about all the spiders. You don't see any more swarms gathering.
Do you have any alchemist fire?
You just step away, I'll deal with it.
It's your turn.
Well, since I can use my special bolts,
On any ranged weapon.
so based off of that, I can choose the element just as well too.
The what?
The element, you said
The element
elemental
damage? Yes, you can.
Okay.
Although, would affect these things.
But it's 10-foot radius, correct?
Explosive, yes. From the point of damage.
What are you going to classify? Is that going to affect him
If you
if I aim it in this area?
if you aim it at the spot, then 10 feet. I use this thing to determine range.
All right.
So yeah, he will be caught within the range. Just barely, though. You want to shoot an explosive arrow?
Yeah, because they're going to take weapon damage plus the explosive damage,
Yeah. So,
and he has to make a reflex saving throw.
both get to make reflex saves.
So the target that gets hit, according to what you said, doesn't make the saving throw. It's those that are outside.
True. If they make it, if you initially hit them, they don't make a save. But if you miss and it still hits somewhere else, like next to them, they get a save.
Correct.
So you do have to still hit them for the initial damage to take effect.
Well, I'm using frost.
Oh, you're just going to use a normal frost arrow. Then your entire damage is transferred to frost.
Yep.
Okay. Just
I
shoot.
know that he's. Let's go ahead.
No, you're not using explosive. Explosive is fire damage.
Yep.
So you're using just a normal square. Well, hit them and they'll take frost damage.
They still take the arrow damage, too,
Nope.
correct?
Only on the explosive will they'll take the initial damage. Otherwise, all damage. If you do a different energy type, you only do the energy type. Yeah, we're here.
What I'm trying to understand is if I hit with the elemental damage, it's doing weapon damage plus the element, correct?
No. Only the element damage. It's basically like using a spell of that type of that energy. Like casting fireball or something.
Where's Mr. Nighthall? Let's see.
Explosive seems like it'd be good for this swarm though. I mean, there is like 50 to 60 spiders.
Yeah, so I'll just do frost on them.
So you're gonna try and free them the butt. That hits and does you see when it hits the spot where the spiders are, the frost damage rapidly grows, freezing the entire swarm in solid ice. Before, a few seconds later, it shatters, killing the entire swarm in a single hit. Wow! You literally did the exact health damage they needed to die.
So now we can eat them, right? Nothing like frosted spiders? They're chilled?
They being to shatter to bits. There's nothing left. The Lich turn!
I cast Life Drain again. And since this is doing negative damage, it'll just heal Andrelic instead.
Life Drain does not. You cannot target the Andrelic. You target the swarm or you target Andrelic. You can't target both.
Right.
You don't target a square. You target an entity, essentially.
Okay.
So you specifically
I just cleaned
target.
it up again.
Yeah, this is actually a good spell to use because their spiders are literally crawling on Andrelic.
Alright. Life Drain.
They're dead.
Max.
Yeah. You gain 5 health, and the spiders the rest of them just disperse, not willing to fight no more.
Back at full health. Alright. Andrelic, since you're at the chest, mind checking it out?
Yeah, I need to roll search.
Yeah, that's everything. You guys killed all the spiders, and everyone gains 180 experience. Mother of God, that was really an easy encounter. Let's see. Remove all turns, clear, and the turn order should be gone. There you go.
Alright, you want me to roll search check then?
Search check. You did a search check. There's no traps as far. Philip identified.
For the chest here.
Oh, if you open, you want to open it up?
Yes.
You find nothing inside except for cobwebs and more spiders that crawl away as you open it. This chest is empty.
Wait, but when I looked at the compass, there was magic in this side. Should I look at the compass again?
Sorry, I'm still
Pointing
getting used to
away.
your compass. The compass is always pointing at Natai. Or the Lich. Sometimes it switches to the Lich. Actually, it will switch between your group at random, whoever's the closest.
So there's nothing more magical than them close by.
No.
Or valuable.
Well, your compass points to the closest magical item, excluding what you have on your person. So it's pointing at currently because he's got magic items on him.
By the way, here, like if I do it here, does it still point to Yorn and the half demon?
It's pointing to Andrelic.
Just a question. How much XP did you say?
180.
180.
180. We are currently at 50,068 EXP. Is that correct?
Yeah. Spider Swarm. Fun fact, it's immune to weapon damage. So normal weapon damage will not work, even if you do a +1 sword.
Alright, so are we wanting to check out one of these other doors up there then?
Yeah. Alright, we go through this one first.
This one?
Sorry, I was
That
looking off screen. There we go. And where are you guys
Let's
heading?
wrap this up quick. We still have a caravan to go guard.
Yeah, you guys have till tomorrow morning before they actually would consider leaving. So you do have 20 or so hours.
Alright.
So you do guys have time. So you want to go through this door? You open it.
I open it.
A trap activates. Give me a reflex save.
You didn't search for traps?
You did not search that door for traps.
Well, this is gonna hurt.
Reflex save.
Alright. Let me see. Where is it?
Just those around the door, I assume.
No, not Andrelic, the Lich. The Lich is the one who makes the save.
Oh.
Reflex save.
You fail. An arrow darts into your body. You feel nothing. Yeah, you can definitely see poison just tickling off your body.
I just take out the arrow and look at it. Is the poison still there or is it gone?
It's tried to inject you with poison, which you are immune to. So it just has a little bit of poison on it. That's about it.
Not to sell, just make
And I'll just
make the Lich and Andrelic take point.
There may be other types of traps, but yeah, if the poisons, the arrows are the only weapon, they're just going to be nothing.
In that case, I'll continue to take points.
Okay.
I open the door further.
Okay, you open the door, you see a hallway.
Okay, first things first. Lore, do you mind going forward and checking that door for trap, and then I'll open it.
Angela can check it. Angelic and Philip can do it. Angela can,
He was asking me.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. You games are literally. Your and Lore are very similar names.
Alright, Lore, and you go check, and then move aside so I can take point.
Why not just have Andrelic do it? Because he's literally. If it's a poison trap, he's immune to it. And if it's a trap,
No,
he can.
I'm checking to make sure there's no other traps.
No, Angela can check for traps. Or at least he should be.
Either one is okay. Somebody check that last door. We don't.
I'll do
Oh,
it.
you want me to go in and check? Can I check the corridor first? Oh, it just walks in. Let's see what happens.
Oh yeah, I forgot that sometimes corridors have traps themselves.
Yeah, the corridor could have a trap. It's weird to have a corridor, you know?
The
Have
corridor
arrows everywhere.
goes. The corridor as you're walking down, you don't see anything. Nothing,
Alright.
but you do see some cobwebs again. A few cobwebs, but nothing to the level you saw
Oh,
before.
gosh.
This one's just like a single
by the way.
spider. Yeah.
Oh my god, I
there's
just
only
realized
one
that we
level
only checked the
2.
bottom. The top hasn't been checked yet.
There's a door up there if you want to check it.
You guys check first. We'll deal with these two corridors and then we'll deal with the top. Or
Alright, so you want me to...
these the other two guys aren't doing anything. They can take a look at the top. I'll just stand in the middle and then go 8, whichever one runs into trouble first.
I was gonna ask I was gonna ask Sam. I filled my spells with healing spells, but the level 2 only has one healing spell. That means if I want to do an attack from level 2, I still can, right? Because there's this create flame. It would be awesome to kill the spiders.
Let's say you have one level 2's healing spell and one level 2 offensive spell.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Create flame. Create flame. Create.
I think it's create flame. Let me check again. It's
I don't-
something around that on level 2.
No, I don't see. I see on
Or is
level
it level
1.
one?
Level 1, there's a produce flame.
Yeah, produce flame. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, for level 1 you have 4 slots, so you can't have 2 level 1 fire spells prepared and 2 level 1 healing spells. Okay. Now go on. So who's going to go what? I'm fully prepared.
Well, I suppose I'll
Android,
search.
don't you want to go on?
Yeah, I'm gonna search this door in front of me to see if there's any traps near it.
You have to
Or
move
we're
up to
gonna-
the door, please.
I'm just gonna be creeping behind you.
You find no traps.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right,
Alright.
you want to
Nope.
make a search
And
as
I'll
well
take-
then?
I'm going to only allow from now on,
Sure.
only if you're. I'm going to allow only one person to do a search per trap, potential trap.
All right then.
Okay. Right then.
Is the
I'll
door
go
open?
forward and open it.
Nothing happens. Door swings open. No trap there.
Okay. And what do we see? What do I see?
You see a lot of dead skeletons on the ground, destroyed.
Somebody's here.
Yeah,
Or maybe those guys from earlier managed to take these down only to fall prey to the Minotaur.
you definitely see a lot of dead skeletons, but you also see tracks on the ground leading back the way you came. This is likely
Yes.
where the skeletons came from.
I go forward. Anything?
There, one moment. There is a door there.
Okay.
By the way, if there are locked doors, I'm really good at unlocking them.
Oh, that's right. Locked
Okay.
doors are a thing.
I'm not gonna
Either
say
you go-
why.
You're a con man and a thief. You're a criminal. Locked doors are your thing. Everyone knows that.
All right.
Damn it.
Go ahead and check the door.
Door does not seem
Is
locked.
it locked?
You don't see it. It seems the door does
Of
not.
course. I don't
seem
want to
to-
go into any traps.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
crazy.
I open.
You open it.
Yes.
No traps. But you do see a room.
Another room.
Yeah.
Oh
Room's
my!
my weakness.
Yes, but in this room you do see something. Where did I put that? Player sheet. Where the hell did I put that? That's not there. Not there. Not there. Nope,
He
that's
moves
not
it
it.
back out.
Not there. No one gets to. Nope. 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 There we go. You see a giant skeleton.
God damn it.
And it's facing away from you currently, just staring at the wall. Well, actually, it's facing this doorway up here. It does not seem to have noticed you yet.
Oh, can I do something? I want
Oh,
to go in
God
and
damn.
run into this door. Like, try to avoid being seen. Like, just,
You're going to run.
yeah, into this door. Like, ninja run. Like,
Get out.
God
get out.
damn it! I had this thing set up and apparently I forgot something.
What did you forget?
Nothing. It's something I'll quickly set up.
it was the music.
I don't know how to set up the music for this thing.
The battle music is
And-
just, Dora the Explorer.
Oh, that's how it is. I forgot to set up its health properly. So, there we go.
Oh gosh. I'm afraid to know.
Yeah, I just set it up its health because I have a macro that will give me random health per enemies. I just forgot
So
to
he's
set up.
immortal.
He may have higher than the standard or lower than the standard. They give you roll dice, then they give you the average. I set up his average at the beginning, but then I have a little macro to change it so they have different.
So should I roll something to be able to run here without being detected?
You can just do a standard run, but he would have to make a. If you're running, he gets a listen check, and he's almost guaranteed to notice. But if you want to do a little stealth check, you can try that.
I should have invested into that stealth moving ability.
You would have to roll a move silently check to not be heard by him.
If you want me to run over there, I have really high and move silently.
Why do you want to look over there?
I just want to run away from that guy.
Just let everybody else
Everyone is
take care of
gonna
it.
Yeah, like everyone is gonna be going through this door. I just want to be away from the fuzz. And
Just
if
stay
he
back in the...
notices me,
You have a entire room you can stay in.
I'm gonna stay here. If he notices me, he'll be turning his back to these guys who can just attack him.
Just move, stay in the room like Yor is doing, and let the other group go in.
Sure, Dad.
Alright,
So, guys,
so
who wants to go first? And pet
I'm
that
going-
very friendly.
so
The Lynch takes off to these guys and takes the guy for a drink.
so you guys want me to move quietly behind them and see if I can get a sneak attack on them?
Yeah, sure. I'm go.
It still does not turn around, still facing forward. It does scratch the side of its head real quickly.
Wait. Okay, I move slightly forward and I look up at it.
It turns immediately to everybody because Andrlik made a little stumble, and it just immediately turns to your group. Finally seeing, hey, there's enemies! It just turns to the group for a second before initiative kicks in. Be very... That's hilarious.
I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Is it only to the GM only?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, he's doing a little move silently, and it says, be very, very quiet.
You're hunting big heads?
That's what it states for his move silently check. Okay, let's see. Is everyone on the list?
Yep.
I am.
This thing got a natural 20 on its roll.
I still go before it.
It got a 23.
I have a 20. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah, it'll be 23 then yes.
Yeah, it gets a +3 to its initiative. If I'm correct. Let me make sure. Yeah.
That's fine.
I'm in range.
The roll the net initiative, it should go first anyway.
One person who's not in this group. Anderlik, you're not in this. You
It
roll
says I rolled it.
21.
Yeah, I see a 21.
Okay. Setting up initiative order and descending, and the troll goes first. Let's see. I'm gonna have to bring up its character sheet so I know what it. Why did I bring up its character sheet? Because I don't know if it can do 2 attacks or not.
It doesn't have any weapons. It naturally has claw attacks, but
Can it do 2 claw attacks per turn though? And yes, it can.
Yep.
Let's see.
Hey, just a quick question. Mike is used to this kind of game. So, Mike, daggers are dual-wielding weapons. Does that mean people attack twice, or is that already in the specs when the attack is low?
You can fight with them, but if you don't have 2-weapon fighting, you take enormous penalties.
What? Sorry?
If you don't have the 2-weapon fighting feat, then you can still do it, but you take a lot of penalties. I don't recall what they are off the top of my head.
10 and 6.
It hits the first attack. And it hits
Then it
its
comes 6 and
second.
4 if they're 2 light weapons like that.
It misses its second attack, but it swings down twice and goes 1 claw attack hits. For 12 damage, it just slams directly into your side. Damn it, it did max damage in that roll.
Ouch.
And now it goes for a 3rd attack. I forgot
Attack.
to set up
What kind
its...
of reach do you have?
What?
It's
Reach
attack
is a-
speed, right?
Yeah, it's attacking the Lich.
Alright.
What kind of reach does this thing have?
10 foot. It's a troll.
I forgot to set up that attack, so I'll just do a quick...
Spell for reach.
1d20 plus 3. 15. Does a 15? No, it does not hit. So it does go for lunges forward with its head to try and bite you, but you're quick enough just barely to miss its bite. Good too. And now, Anderlik, your turn. You do not know
Alright,
anything
so I'm
about this thing.
So I'm going to run up to its side here since it's facing.
Oh!
And I'm gonna use my
I actually set up its initiative wrong.
one.
Never mind, it's got 27 initiative.
It doesn't matter. It's still fast.
Yeah, I know. I just did that wrong. I forgot that
But,
4.
So I'm going to attack with my claws.
Okay. Oh God, you! It's while it's distracted, you barely rack your claws against its body. It takes 1 damage. You do feel incredible resistance, though. Like your blow did little damage.
I can't attack a second time, correct?
So you move more than 5 feet, so no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
okay,
can't
that's
do
what I
nothing.
So yeah, that would be it for me.
Yep. As far as I can tell. Next turn
Your
is
turn.
your... Oh, yeah. For a second there, I'm wondering what the hell was going on with the turn order.
It's your
Moving
turn.
Here. Attack with my flail.
You can definitely tell because it's a skeleton, it's most likely resistant to everything but bludgeoning. Or you could just do elemental arrows. Elemental arrows will pierce its damage resistance.
There's also bludgeoning arrows.
I don't think he has any of those.
Yeah, I didn't think to pack any either.
So it's flail or
Wait,
shoot with arrows.
Elemental arrows. Does it have holy?
He does not have holy arrows. A flail, while reeling from the blow from the Andrelic, you come in and smash several of its rib cages. That is the bludgeoning damage, which means several ribs cave in and crack, stumbling to the floor. You can definitely feel you can definitely tell it felt that blow. Actually, it doesn't make any sound. It just goes, and it stumbles back forward. Andrelic, Amon, your move. You're killing this literally large creature within seconds. Oh my God, this thing is almost as easy as...
Everyone just runs at it and starts like punching and throwing stuff. And I'm just looking through the dark people.
What?
Can the spell disrupt undead do anything to it?
Yes.
Yes, it's an undead creature, which means it works. I think it gets a will save or something. Yep.
Okay. Wait, let me take a look at what it does again.
I currently have the spell loading. You direct a ray of positive energy. You must make a ranged touch attack to hit, and if the ray hits, another creature deals 1d6 points of damage. This is a ranged thing, which means it gets an attack opportunity. Except it has...
Hit me?
What?
It can still hit me.
If you take 5 feet, no, you can't. You would have to literally move entirely out of its range, and if you try that, it gets an attack of opportunity.
Cast on the defense difficulty is 15 because it's a 0 level spell.
Correct.
Concentration check DC 15.
I don't have a...
You
You can still try it.
can still try it.
Concentration does not need ranks in it for it to work.
It just uses your con score or con modifier if you have any.
He does not. He uses charisma, I believe, instead.
Then you use your charisma modifier in lieu of it.
I believe that's how it works for undead.
Yep.
Roll d20 plus my
Charisma is 4. You can just add that as mystic modifier. So 4. I added it to your concentration check. So just roll concentration. It should add it.
Alright, let me take a look.
I believe that's the rule for undead.
Yeah, I think so.
It is.
If I'm wrong, then whatever. I don't care at this point.
Concentration check. Where is it anyway?
It should be at the top of the skills.
Yeah.
They are in alphabetical order.
Sixth one down. You have appraise, well, I don't know, maybe 5. Appraise, balance, bluff, climb, concentration, and your craft skills.
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Rolling.
You don't really... Yeah. While you're doing this, yeah, it tries to look for an opening, but it does not find one. You successfully get off the attack.
You still have to make the attack, but you were able to cast while it was...
Trying to hit you.
So 1d6?
Yeah.
So you have to roll a hit.
You have to roll a attack. You roll against its touch AC, which is actually lower than its normal AC, because you just need to hit something on it, not its actual thing. And because of its...
What am I supposed to be rolling here?
Just roll a normal attack. Except the AC...
Dexterity. It's a ranged touch attack, so use your base attack bonus plus your dexterity modifier. If you had any special feats that allowed you to shoot at close range, you would do that just as well. So,
Yeah, just ranged touch attack. And because it's a touch attack, it means the AC that it's checked against is lower than normal. So you have an easier time hitting this thing.
yeah,
Is what it...
all he has is deflection or dex.
So like this?
Let me check against it. It narrowly turns its head, or its body, as the ray flies by it and hitting the opposite wall.
Damn it.
Skeletons have dex modifiers.
You miss! Yeah, it didn't. It looked clearly as it missed. Lorenzo! Technically speaking, healing spells will actually will damage this thing.
But he gets a will save against it.
That's true. He does get a will save. But you can use it. Yeah. Anything that deals positive energy damage, energy attacks, deal damage to undead. So, Lorenzo, you could try... It's your move, Lorenzo.
I'm gonna try flaming his ass with the cast I just told you about, the produce flame.
Please be aware that if you're trying to attack from that distance, he does get attacks of opportunity because you are in his threat range. Unless you can make a concentration check.
Threat range?
10 feet all the way around him.
So I would have to be here.
You have to be 3 squares away from him.
Just stay next to the door. Just stay right there.
Unless you have precise shot and all that, you'll be shooting in the melee.
Yeah, that's true. You're also shooting into melee.
I'm not actually shooting.
You are throwing at him. You have a ranged touch attack, so you are throwing something at him.
Which means
flame, correct?
Just roll.
Yeah.
Produce flame.
How do I roll that?
Dexterity modifier plus your base attack bonus if you have any. Just like your regular ranged attack is what it would be.
There's a button on
you're
your
going against the touch armor class.
Just hit that.
He doesn't have the spell set up.
What?
No spells are set up.
So it's the dexterity bonus?
Yeah,
it's
just...
Dexterity plus what?
Just roll
Attack bonus.
D20 plus a base attack bonus plus any of your dexterity modifier, and that's your attack. But you get a minus...
Dexterity...
Yeah.
My dexterity is...
You add a +5... You get a +7 to your roll. So roll a D20 plus 7. It does not even... While dodging the blow of Angelic's ray, it does not have the time to turn and gets hit full in the stomach of the produced flame. Deal damage of 1d6 plus caster level, which is 3.
Well, but the cast went wrong? My cast went wrong?
You hit it. You hit it.
Missed.
So I hurt the beast?
No, Amon missed when the skeleton was taking a step back, and before it could get rightly stand up again, you hit it in the chest. It was reeling from the dodge it got from Amon, and it was not quick enough to dodge your attack.
Oh, okay. So what do I roll?
Roll 1d6 plus 3. Because your cast level should be 3. Its damage reduction does not help it. Fire damage does not count, that bypasses damage reduction, I believe.
It bypasses it, correct.
Okay, so it does not look happy, but it's more upset from the flailing it got from Yor. So it's definitely turning to face Yor again. And now it's Natai's turn.
Again, first time.
Your initiative is horrible. Oh, you just entered. Oh,
Flanking position.
you.
Failing my tumble check, so he takes an attack of opportunity.
His first one! I so love I've set up this macro. I love this little macro I set up.
That's a hit.
Wait, what the fuck? Okay, did I set that thing up wrong? That should be a claw attack.
Oh.
Well, it has claw, bite, so
It's good to use its claw
normally
to...
sometimes it's primary, it's his bite.
Okay, yeah, I set up the macro thing wrong. Either way, it would be a hit. I'm just going to use the bite and state that's the damage it dealt.
Well, the bite's different than the claw, which the bite I think is less than the claw. So
It shows damage.
I don't see damage.
Oh, right.
the damage would be good.
Damage would be 1d6 plus 3.
Sorry, that was different. That was against your armor class of 18. Okay.
Does 8 damage. It bites into your shoulder as you're trying to get by. Gotta work on those macros.
Now I'm going to move up and attack. Let's see if my macro will work properly. Flanking, yes.
Oh yeah, it's right. You are in a flank position, though. Just let you know.
Yep.
He remembered.
So I got a 13 to hit.
No.
15 to hit if you already added your flank. Did not add your flank.
Well, I put it into the macro. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It should add it. So as you blow, you do not have enough swing umph of your swing and just miss it as it pulls back. Now it's its turn. It's got a lot of targets. Oh, god damn it, I didn't set up its macro all the way.
I'm just at the door like, guys, everything okay still?
That's the wrong button.
Tell
Give
me
me.
when it's over.
Sorry if I'm taking a bit of time.
You still have flame on your hand. Just keep throwing it.
If we can't hit this thing's AC, we need to start doing 8 and other checks.
You found out its AC is not very high.
Okay.
Yeah, someone else got real close to its armor class, which I think was either around a 14, 15, somewhere in the 16. I know I hit high.
Okay, I'm just doing quick editing of its attacks to make sure it actually does this correct. That's done with an attack. Its damage should be plus 6 damage, and I believe that's everything for its attacks. Please let me actually do this correctly. It's going to go after the one who actually damaged it the most of your. So its first 2 attacks are going to go for you. Claw. Does that hit? Second claw.
You know it does. It says that.
Yeah, I know. It's actually rolling pretty good. Wait, why does it say it's getting plus 6? It should be plus 8. Did I set that up wrong again? Please let me... You know what? Fuck that. Oh, that's why. whatever it hits. So I'm going to do damage. Oh god, this is why I'm getting mixed up. I'm getting its attacks mixed up. Both attacks hit, so damage 8 and 9. There we go. And the bite attack, it's actually going to go for the Lich again. But it misses by a mile. It reaches down after it does the damage. Oh, you're low. You need to get back. Anderlick, your move.
Alright, so which way is he facing?
He's currently facing this way. Facing towards that way.
Alright. So if I move behind him, will I be able to get a flank on?
You'll gain the flank from Atai.
As of right now, I am?
You are currently gaining a flank.
Alright, well I'm just gonna go ahead and attack him with my claws then. Which is gonna be slashing type damage, so I don't know if that changes anything here.
It does. You do not hit. It does not even... It just scrapes off from its body. It does not even take notice.
Right, since I haven't moved, I'll go ahead and do my second attack then.
It cannot be crit though. So, but you does feel that blow. It does a -5 because you definitely do feel resistance. So, that much damage. Next on turn order is Yorb. You want to pull back, dude?
I can still get an attack before I pull back.
It actually might die before its next turn. After the blow that you dealt to you, you swing up and smash its ribs, and you completely collapse its rib cage. It's got like nothing left. It seems to be like
Still alive or not?
oh, it's still alive, but it looks like it's like on its last legs. It's got like nearly close to dead.
Well, I'm tumbling out of the area, and I'm tumbling behind the cleric person, the scholar, Mr. Lore.
Tumble check, I think that succeeds.
Yep, DC 15.
Okay, next on the turn order is the Lich. Lich? Lich, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I'll cast that spell again.
Okay, cast a spell.
Wait, what is my base magic proficiency?
Your what?
Never mind. So basically, I just have to do like another concentration.
You're going to cast another spell, but if you're out of its reach.
Its reach.
You'd have to make a... To successfully get out of its reach, you would have to make a disengage check. I mean, you can disengage, which would take your entire turn. But you'd get out of its reach.
Alright, and I'll disengage.
Or you can attack.
Where are you at? Are you the Lich?
Yeah, I'm the Lich.
Yeah, just cast on defense like you did before.
You can't do that. You can.
I still need the concentration, right?
You need to pass the concentration.
What's that? Yeah, you can cast on the defense while making your concentration check, which you know is a die 20 plus 7, is right?
Yeah, it tries to get in for another attack, but it just cannot see an opening to get into you. You just keeping your guard up while you do it, while on your feet. It looks very frustrated, but
spell. That's what you're doing.
Alright, then cast 1d20 plus my charisma modifier again.
no.
Are you attacking?
It's the same you did before. You'd have been,
I'm casting the drop deck.
it would be your base attack bonus plus your dexterity.
Going against its touch
What?
armor class. You just got to get at least like 11 or 12 on the die roll.
Wait, does the Lich have a base attack bonus?
Yes, you
Yes.
have a base attack bonus. What's your class?
I have two classes. My natural state is a Lich, and my Necroblade.
It currently states on your thing you have a 1.
1 plus your dexterity modifier.
I'm going to make sure that's actually the thing you have. Necroblade gives you.
Well, if he has a level, if his microblade gives him a +1 base attack bonus at first level, or I'm not sure what level he is.
He gets a +1 at level 2, but he has also a level in Lich, which doesn't give him a base attack bonus.
So no, it's your dexterity modifier then.
He does have a +1 at base attack.
Does he have dex at all?
Yeah, 3.
Yep, 3 dex, so it's a +4. A d20 +4. This thing, while it's getting up from the blows, it actually still turns its body just enough that the blow goes past it. I mean, the ray goes past it.
My God, someone just kill it.
You can definitely tell it's weak, but I don't know if they can just kill it. There we go. For some reason, it wasn't showing up its stats for me. Lorenzo, your turn!
I'm in a conflict because I think the most effective thing I could do is do the death stare, because he would be so frightened he would die. But still, I'm gonna.
He's undead! He cannot be stared to death. I mean, death stare will not affect him. Even if you had.
Well,
Playing this out.
I'm a
That's his diversion of being a con artist.
That's true. That's why I allowed him to have it. But yeah, even if you do its death stare, even if you were Batman, you could not give him the death stare enough to kill him.
Are you sure of that?
If you were Batman, I would give you a gold medal for being Batman in this game.
That's why I have the cape. 'Cause I'm Batman.
Anyways, what you gonna do? What is that?
I roll for the fire damage again.
What fire? Oh, produce flame.
Yeah, produce flame under him.
You hit him again. And still, again, using the advantage you gained from it dodging Amon's ray, you throw and hit its face. Roll me a d6 plus 3.
Basically thinking.
You're taking advantage of. Yeah, you're basically taking advantage of your friend's attack. While he's dodging one blow, he gets hit by another.
1d6 plus 3?
Yes.
Yep, 1d6 plus 3. You have the potential to kill him. Oh god. As it crashes in, the flame crashes into his face, his body just goes and falls flat on the ground, unmoving.
I'm so badass. Come on.
You did one more than what you needed to kill it. It had 6 health.
How badass was that?
It just collapses onto the
By door
ground.
all the time. I've been like by the door all the time waiting for it to happen and just casted the final blow. Take that.
You all get
So, Lord, can
100.
you give me your healing touch? Stare. I need some healing.
180 experience.
I need your highest
how
amount
badly
you got.
My highest amount is cure moderate wounds. That's the max I can do.
It'd probably be best. He did-
Okay, shall we
Like
cut the dwarf?
Natai and you'd have to cast a
That'll
spell.
be 2d8 plus 3.
Yeah. And that takes one. You have 2 level 2 spells, so that'd be one of your healing spells. And you use both of your flame spells, which means you have only one level
I can
2.
only spell once more.
At level 2, you only have 1 Cure Moderate Wounds. At level 1, you have 2 Cure Light Wounds. And at level 0, you have 15 spots, which I'm going to go with Cure Minor Wounds. I think that's how you set it up. We set it up.
Yeah.
So you have,
So basically, I used all my attack ones.
yeah,
I can only cure.
you have a dead corpse of a giant
Your
what you can.
flame had a duration.
Yeah.
I think you can get more than one attack on it. So
Oh, that's
you
right.
attack multiple times.
Yeah, you can. That's right. It's like 10 minutes per cast level, and it only diminishes like 1. So you still have a flame in your hand. So you still have one other produce flame spell you can cast.
Can I search for anything of importance?
Oh, wait a minute!
Magic
I
or
just remembered something! That is currently the first light source you guys have encountered. Is his flame. I've just remembered that. No, only, who has dark vision?
We don't. We all do.
What?
I have
I'm the only one who does it.
It's for 6 hours.
I've been just looking after them.
There's actually no light source.
6 hours of light.
What? Angelic, I believe you have dark vision. The Lich has dark vision. Your does not, and Natai does not.
I have a sun rod. It gives me 30 foot of light.
You have a sun rod?
I think.
Yes.
The
So
freak?
can I exchange? Since it isn't very well established, we're only gonna establish it currently for the next session. Can I have one light spell because I don't have any kind of night vision or anything else?
Yeah, we can just say
And
5 of your spells are light. 5 of your 0 level spells are light.
Because I'm so screwed up with that. Everyone sees in the dark but me.
For who has that light stick?
Me,
Natai?
No.
David, Kellic, your.
Oh. Oh my god, where did this thing come from?
Can I do a search for anything interesting?
It's a giant pile of bones, which you've basically destroyed.
Yeah, but how? Like he could have come to life by a talisman or something. Who knows? That's why I wanted to search. Who knows if there's something valuable in him?
Oh, you have a flashlight. That's what you have.
Yep.
You do realize that it runs on power, so it's going to eventually run out.
No, it's the sunrise. It's not magic. It's just an alchemical thing. It lasts for 6 hours. I
Okay,
just have to re-stick the stick in there.
but you only have so much. Okay, so it'd be around close to noon is basically what... No, wait, you did a short rest. It's a little afternoon, you guys can tell. So you guys have only been here... Ah, damn it!
Well, I have a compass, but who has a clock? How can we tell that in the middle of the dark, in the deeps of the dungeon?
You guys can't, I'll keep track.
Track.
If we had an elf in the party, they'll be able to tell us what the time is. Any of our undead who've been dead for quite a long time are probably bored to death, so they know what time it is.
But you guys have 3 passageways you can see. So which way do you guys want to go? And we are playing for about an...
Isn't it 4? There's not one under.
Philip, we are playing for another hour.
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
So which one do we want to search first?
Left.
Bottom, top, or one of the 2 tops?
Top left.
This one, I'm assuming. So Mike moves up to that door to open it. He sees a small room with more doors.
I want to open the bottom left. Just
You can definitely see a bunch of dust on the ground.
I'll open that door.
That door, you're just opening up all the
just
doors.
storming into doors, like, whoa!
I'm sick of waiting around.
Oh, a
Found it.
chest.
You found a chest.
I take other fighters.
Oh, sorry, that's not supposed to be there. That's not supposed to be there. Where was that chest supposed to be? Oh,
if
it's
it's a living chest, it just happened to move there.
Sorry, that's a wrong placement. That should be
How
over.
large is this place? Oh, by the way,
That probably should be just near me, you know.
Okay, so go. So you have several doors you can place. You also can go back and look through this other
Can I
location.
get another
I want.
You're definitely understanding though, but this place is eerily abandoned, and there's not much life in this place.
Your
Okay,
wants another cube.
I tried this
Yeah,
once.
die 8 plus 1.
Double door.
Oh, you open that door?
But how
Yeah.
much help do you need?
Well, you don't have any more high level spells. So. The die 8 plus 1.
I still.
You see that opening door hallway leading into an open room, but you cannot see beyond any further.
One, right?
No, it's the level 1 one. The die 8 plus 1 is the level 1.
60 feet. Unless otherwise stated, only your has a flashlight out. I mean, a light stick, and
The fire.
the thing has produced flame for thing. Everyone else has dark vision. No, wait. Yeah, does Natai have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so he can see. Okay, that's good to know.
And Natai steps through another door.
You see a lot of abandoned equipment lying around as you're passing through these hallways.
What kind of equipment?
Just notes, books, tables, old stuff. A lot of the stuff is like scrolls. All of it's just abandoned though, and a lot of it's damaged, like beyond repair. Open the door.
Into another door.
You find 2
Or
chests.
do you want to go downstairs, down this room here? It seems everybody's splitting up.
Yeah.
This room no wait. Yeah. This room actually seems a little bit cleaner than the last ones you've seen. This actually looks like it's been cleaned recently. 2 chests there.
I go back to fetch the rogue.
The what?
The rogue?
I guess me.
Is there anything here?
Yes, that leads to another double door. Please be aware I'm multiplying multiple people.
Okay, I'll just wait here. Let them deal with the chest. Once they're done with the chest, let me know what's behind these double doors.
Where the fuck is that?
Alright, I'm gonna go search for traps here.
Search checks. You have to do 2 individual checks. State which one you're doing the checks on first. What you're gonna do? Check first, bottom or top?
The one at the bottom, or below where I'm standing.
Okay, bottom first. You find nothing.
Alright, and then I'll do another one on the one above me.
You find nothing again. No traps.
Alright, so I suppose we shall open them.
Okay, which one
Are
first?
they unlocked?
You find them to be locked.
Yeah, are they both locked or locked?
You find them both to be locked.
Alright, then I'll try and pick the lock if I can find the...
You know, I have a locksmith in my. I have a craft, a pick lock and a craft lock skill.
Yeah, I do too. I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
What's it called in the skills?
Open lock.
Open locks.
Open locks? Okay, yeah, here it is.
The Lich is just waiting for everybody at
What's
that
your
double
skill?
door.
What's your total?
Do what?
To the
If you were to
open
make the
lock.
roll, what's your modifier? He's asking you personal information about your stat.
My open locks is at 6.
Mine is at 10. That's why I was saying.
Alright, then you can go ahead and do it then.
The bottom. Let's do this. I'll try the bottom. You open the top.
You both can do that.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. Open
Well,
the.
plenty of open lock if you're not rushed.
Sorry.
I said you can take 20 on an open lock check if you're not rushed.
That is true.
Do I go with,
It basically means if you it's basically rolling like 2 minutes go by and you roll a natural 20 sometime in that check.
what do I do it for a thieves tool?
Basically speaking, Angelic,
Those tools.
are you both taking a 20?
Do you want to? Because we have time. We have like 19 hours until you gotta meet that guy outside. So, are we taking 19 hours inside this cave?
2 minutes. It would take 2 minutes of time.
Yeah. So let's do that. Do we roll
Alright.
master
Do I have
or
to-
then?
Don't roll for it.
Yeah.
Just tell me what your modifier is. which is for you 10 and Angelic 6. So it's a 26 and a 30. Both chests unlock. Both traps activate. Really should have beat that. You should have beat that 20. AC, beat that 20. Search check did not identify the traps. So, Angelic, several arrows shoot out and embed themselves in your... no wait, reflex save!
Yeah, I was about to say, like, hold the phone out of there.
Okay, for Angelic, several arrows shoot out as you're unlocking this. You dodge several of them, but several jab into your neck. Now, you're immune to poison, which means you only take partial damage.
But I'm not.
Your trap is different, though.
What's
Uh-oh.
the name?
Mine gives me money.
You only take 3 damage when these arrows embed into your neck. But you can definitely feel that something was injected, but you don't feel anything else. So yeah, poison does not affect the demons, unless specifically crafted for them. As long as I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, and for what's for you, give me a reflex save.
Me?
Lore. Lore, you do not actually meet it! This time, a puff of cloud goes straight into your face. You've been poisoned!
Damn. So, do I take damage?
You take 6 initial damage, and the effect will persist for a while.
Can I do a little cure one?
Cure Wounds will heal you, but does not remove poison.
Does it remove poison spell?
It will last for another hour. This poison effect will last an hour. So you'll basically have like a -1 on all skill checks and attacks. But yeah,
Alright,
you can definitely
so-
feel as you inhale this poison, you're going to be sick for a while and weak. But you guys
So
want
there's
to...
nothing I can actually do.
Unless you had some way to cure your... remove poison, no.
Hey, half demon
We're not
guy.
at-
Suck my arm.
Poison.
What?
Suck my arm.
That doesn't work. You inhaled it. It's a cloud that poofed into your smoke into your face. So you inhaled it through your lungs.
I don't want CPR from anyone, so I'll just walk away.
The chests are now open though, and their
Inside the
traps
chest,
have...
though, is there anything in there?
Okay, we'll do Anderlick's first. Anderlick, roll me a 2d4.
Roll your what?
2d4.
No modifier on it? Or
Just roll me 2d4. You find 600 platinum in the chest.
Oh boy.
That counts for 6,000 gold.
How much is it? 600?
600 platinum, which counts as 6,000 gold pieces. So yeah, you found a lot of money.
Please.
Good roll. Now roll me a d4.
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's holy money. No damage.
You find 2 potions in there as well. No wait, actually you find two gems. Roll me a d6.
Roll what?
A d6. You find 2 gems in there, which you do not know the price of, but you find 2 gems. Look kind of nice.
Alright.
You do not know how much... If you do a praise check, you could probably identify how much they're worth, but that's all you find in your chest.
I can appraise his chest, like, to help him.
Anybody can appraise the items. He found 2 gems. Pure red... No, actually, not pure red. Blood red gems.
Do you want to appraise them then?
You can make appraise checks. DC 18.
Yeah, but I don't have
But
any
I think
points.
mine is higher. I think mine is higher.
Yeah, well, I
You
mean,
just have
anything
to-
would be higher than mine.
Right.
so.
You just have to beat an 18 appraise check.
I have 12 bonus. So perhaps I'm lucky. Nah,
Ju-
at 16 damage. I'm not a very good thief.
You know they're valuable, but you do not know what they're worth.
I suppose I'll roll for it as well.
You can identify these things are worth hundreds of gold, of roughly 275 each.
Alright. Should I put that in my equipment then?
Yeah, just put 2 gems, 250 gold.
That's just no. Porra.
What about this door?
Oh, wait a minute. Actually, Angelic, roll me a... Yeah, actually just leave it as what it was. Okay, so...
What am I rolling?
Nothing. For Philip, it's your turn.
Alright.
You open the chest. Roll me 6D100s.
Sorry, were you talking to me? I was
Philip.
trying to help my uncle.
Lore. Roll me 6D100s. Okay, I'm going to go down the list. 80. You rolled, yes, you rolled an 80 and a 90. Roll me 2D3.
That's what I game's done.
Oh, God. Roll me 2D100s. $29 and a 9. Yeah, 29 is this one, and a 9 is that one. You find a gem in there who is a bloodstone crystalline. It gives me a great goddamn. It's a very strange onyx-colored crystal. Worth, you estimate during your check. The first one, you find a onyx crystal gem worth roughly 50 gold pieces, you assume. And the other one, you find a pearl, a size of about your eye, worth about 10 gold. So you got those.
The first one's value.
Yeah. 50 gold for one, 10 gold for the other.
Okay.
And 7, next one is you rolled a 7. Correct? That got you nothing. A 21.
Yeah, I just got 50, 10, and 7. That's 67
Looking
gold.
at your percentile rolls. So 80 and 90 were gemstones. The 7 is nothing. Next is just 21, then it'll be 44 and 13. That's on his little treasure chart.
21, 14,
Okay.
21, and 14. 44. Nothing. You had to get at least 50. Your last one, 13. Oh, God. Roll me a D4. Oh, God. Roll me 2 D100s. You found 2 more potions. Did you hear me? Oh. 59 and 23. 23. You found a magic potion. You have no idea what the fuck it is, though. And for the 53, 53, 53, you do not know what this one is either. Hello? Please don't tell me I freaking crashed. I crashed. Oh, god damn it. Oh, God. Why does this do this to me? Oh, God, please work. Why is this? Oh, God. I want to spam up something to do with that. Please just work for me.
right
No, he's not.
I'm here, finally! Oh god, that was horrible. My system just... Yeah. Interconnect, for whatever reason, decided to kill itself. Everyone here?
So, we are all waiting to find out what is the last thing I got from this awful chest.
You pull out two potions, which you cannot identify.
For instance, I got the pearl that is worth 10G.
10 gold, and you found another one, a pearl worth 10 gold, you estimate, and one gem worth, an onyx gem worth 50 gold.
Sorry?
Onyx gem worth
Yeah, we really got to change whoever's hosting this, because your internet can't handle this.
I don't think anyone's hosting this.
I couldn't understand.
You found a gem.
Who's hosting it? Because
No, I don't think anyone's hosting. Either way, you found an onyx gem worth 50 gold and 2 potions. Did you hear me?
Cool. What's in this store?
yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to? Don't you want to try and identify?
If
So-
those are counted as experience points.
So it's an onyx gem, 50 points, 50 gold.
Yes.
A pearl, 10 gold, and
2 potions, which you don't know what they are. And Kalek, what did you say about experience points?
When you encounter traps, they are considered challenge ratings. They are also worth experience points. So if you bypass a trap or set off a trap and you take damage, it's worth experience points, just to let you know.
Everyone just add 100. Just give yourselves all 100 XP.
I've never believed in giving XP for traps myself. Yeah.
Really?
Okay, then no 100
You know, in
XP.
first edition, they used to have it for money. We don't have that, so they consider it to be an encounter. And if you bypass it or you encounter it, it's like fighting a monster.
I'm going to go with what Mike said.
earlier.
I'm going to go with what Mike said. No, traps do not give you XP. So no 100. But, Philip, you have 2 potions. Do you want to try and identify them?
Before I identify them,
Spellcraft.
when I catch 50G, do I add the 50G my money, or do I?
No. The gem itself is worth 50. You have to sell it to get the money. So just put it in equipment.
Okay, so I'm doing it. Equipment on the single.
Give
To
me...
identify them, I gotta do craft spell, right?
Spellcraft, yes, to identify the potions. DC 20 for both of them.
I gotta go to my skills and look for craft.
And this is what Mike finds. You found a place that's actually under... You see a lot of wooden planks and walkways. This place seems like it was under construction with several dead people littered around. Oh my god, you identified the first one easy. 59, that'd be this one. And the second one you do not know what one of them are, but you do know one is bear endurance.
What does that do?
I believe it just adds like Constitution +4 enchantment bonus to Constitution.
Let me add that to my equipment. So I have a mysterious potion.
Why did you burn yourself, Mike?
You get attention?
Okay, what do you want?
And
You have one unknown potion, 1 bear endurance. That's the name. And Mike, so you see a lot of... Looks like this plane was actually under construction and people were working here, but several dead people are here. About 8 to 10. About 10 people you can identify. Yeah, 10 corpses.
Looking for anything valuable?
They do not seem... They have a lot of workers' equipment, such as... They have plain clothes, just a bunch of workers' equipment. Nothing you would consider of any value. Unless you want to gather up everything, you might be able to get like a couple gold pieces if you gathered everything.
Okay.
But generally speaking, nothing of real worth. It just seems like this place was under construction for something. You can't identify what they were building, though. Seems too early on in the build stage.
The guy who was playing the Lynch, didn't he leave?
No, he's actually right down here waiting for everybody. He's saying, "Hey, I found this double door. I want to
But he's
explore
I'm
it."
gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna go ahead and start rotating over to him then.
Yeah, he said he's found this area. You got several doors you're passing him by, and now you're going to this one. You open the door?
Oh boy, I ain't ready.
You open the door, I assume.
Is he there?
Ryan?
Yes.
Ryan, you open the door now?
Yep.
Roll me initiative.
Crystal. Oh my god, again?
Bamboozled.
Do I have to roll initiative too? I'm all the way in.
Everyone roll initiative.
Holy shit, there's something lying at the very end.
It's actually 20 feet up on the ground. In the wall, actually. Embedded in the wall, out of reach of normal weaponry. Is a crystal
Alright,
gem.
So I'm going to assume that since they're all up there, that they don't know this is going on.
They do not, unless you start yelling for them.
Correct.
Well,
Alright, can I use my telepathy then to communicate to them that there is...
we're not that far. You could just scream, "Oh!" We
Yeah,
just
but-
run by.
But will you guys really be able to hear me from?
Yeah, they would have to make a listen check because they're some distance away, but that's about it.
This is a cave completely empty. I think we'd hear you fart if you farted by there.
You wouldn't hear a fart.
This probably has a lot. Are you sure there's a lot of act?
That's the thing that go first.
But that's good to know, because if I get scared, something might happen.
1, 2, 3. Let's see. Andrelik, you're not on the list. Please. I will add you as a 15.
I rolled 15.
Natai, you're on it. Andrelik. Natai. You need to roll initiative. Collect. Collect.
Hello?
Collect is gone.
I have a fucking dagger.
The crystal there is able to move then since it has initiative.
I don't know what to do right now with him. Did he leave?
I told you someone's missing.
Mike, what do I do?
Is he in the call?
Yeah, I think he's Xander. I think he's Xander, and he's muted. I'll just do roll for him for now.
Someone has their mic muted, but I'm not sure who.
He got a 24. And that's how we're going to go with it. So, Yor is up first. God damn it, why is he muted? Why is
And
he...
he is...
I believe that's his initiative is actually... What the
Is he the one muted, or is he the one who's just not in the call?
He's not the one to call, so he just wanders around with the group, keeping an eye on everything.
I was muted. I think I was muted. I didn't realize.
Yeah, see, Mike was the one muted, and he's not in the call in general.
Oh yeah, he's not. Where is
Yeah,
Colette?
I've been saying that for like ever since we started rolling.
I was saying someone's missing, and I was like, nah, everyone's dead, and I'm like, no.
Okay, where's Colette? What happened? Did he just leave? God damn it. I will message him. But otherwise, I'll just say I'll take over for him for the time being. So, Lich's turn. No, Mike, you cannot move. Lich, what are you going to do? Lich, Amon, Ryan.
Ryan,
Ryan.
it's your turn.
Okay. I know. Let's see. The skeletons are moving, right?
The skeletons have perked up. They were in a slouch position when you're entering, but the moment you open the door, they immediately perk up with their sword and shield raised.
Backing away. Waiting here. Let's see if these guys will come out. Done.
Lorenzo, you still don't know no combat's going on down here.
I gotta walk. I can only walk until here, like here.
Why are you walking that way? Just to group up with your friends?
Because I want to meet them
Okay.
with my friends. We were all heading that way now.
You can make 2 move
We
checks.
searched up all of this.
You can make your standard action can be used to move. Okay, you would definitely.
Where would I move? If I move closer, I'll be the one who getting attacked.
Okay, that's your turn, I believe.
Wait. I know what to do in this kind of situation. I'm going to take an action against the door.
And do what? Close it. Blow it up.
No, that's stare into it.
Andrlik, what do you want to do? Also, something to note: your negative energy burst does not work on undead. It
Yeah,
heals.
I know. That's why I couldn't use it last session, because that's all we were fighting. I'm going to move over here to this side, opposite of Ryan. That way when they step through, one of us will have flanking, and then that'll be it. And I guess already an attack as well with my rapier.
Okay. The gem, having no valid target, I mean the thing in the wall with no valid target just moves on. These 2 skeletons you see move up and close the door!
Some privacy, please.
You no longer can see there. And then they do something. A bunch of stuff happens without your knowledge, and then it's Natai's turn.
Alright, then I'll take a double move to get closer to them.
Purple Hulk smash.
Is it just me, or my character is the only one who has its name on the turn order?
That's a double move for me. Where are you, have we not discovered that hallway yet?
No, we found it, but they closed
We
it.
have, but it's closed.
You found it, but the skeletons closed the door.
Can you look through the keyhole? Can
No,
you do that?
no.
No. Just open the door and back up in case they want to attack you.
It's yours turn, and
Oh, no,
he's
later,
just going to move up here. Lich's turn.
Is he still up there? Yeah.
Yeah, he moved up closer.
I have a little ninja icon because I'm.
Well, roll. I mean, what you gonna do?
Go over and with the strength to smash through the door. Is it possible?
Yes, you have to make a strength check.
One of
Right,
the
so I make
skeletons goes like privacy placed.
The door. If those things are behind it, then they will definitely feel it. So,
Okay, make your strength check.
How do you guys add explosions and stuff like
Mike set it up.
explosions?
Strength deck. The doors fly back open! Dick.
and
There you go. You just did your entire turn. Lorenzo, it's your turn.
we're sitting ducks here.
So if I were to come, no, it's the last one probably ended. The fairies.
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, now down.
What do you want to do?
Hello.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
An hour has gone by since the fight.
An hour? No, it's only been like 10, 15 minutes. Don't worry, I'll deduct any points
I
from...
I can still shoot. I can still shoot my fire.
Yes, you can.
Spell.
Oh wait, since it would have been... Your fire would still be that. You'd start. Your fire in your hand would still be out.
But would I hurt them shooting through here?
No, you just throw it over them, or by
Okay.
next to them. You don't hit them unless you try to.
I could, but I won't. So
Yeah.
let's roll 1d. I don't remember. It's 1d100.
D20 plus 7.
Should it? 1d20.
You're not hiding.
7. No, I'm just Batman.
Okay, I'm gonna know for a fact that there's no way their freaking touch AC is that high. But I just need to make sure for future use.
What?
Freaking, their touch AC. Oh my god, that's horrible. Okay, so you hit that one. Roll damage of a D6 plus 3. It just lands directly in its face. And like half its
I
face
want
is...
to attack one of these.
Oh, you want to attack the bottom one?
Like one of these. Yeah. Or the top one. Just the closest ones.
The top one. Okay, you'd like
Sure.
melt like half its face off.
It doesn't die still?
It's still alive. You did 4 damage.
Okay. Who knows? They are skeletons.
Interlex.
They're alive.
It's not yours.
Guys,
So, if
Angelic, it's your move.
Come a bit earlier.
I heard you.
I have to go. It's pretty late over here.
We can end the game here for today, and pick up next time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's.
okay.
I think it's not a bad note.
All right, then we'll end the game here for today. Next time we'll pick
Yeah,
up with this combat and exploring the dungeon then. Alright.
And we don't know where Yor is, so I guess it's a good place to leave off. Then.
Alright then. Everyone, thank you for joining up, and I'll see you all next week then. Bye.
Farewell.